Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let me share something with you so you will know. The Bill Johnson is our reporter in Dawson County, and Sheriff Jeff Johnson does not seem to be very happy with the reporting of Fetcher News. There's two articles. Sheriff had nearly $400,000 left in his 2017 budget when he sued the Board of Commissioners. Okay? Nearly $400,000 when he sued them. You understand, Sheriff Johnson over in Dawson County chose to consider the source. He is the sheriff, newly elected. He chose to sue the Board of Commissioners over his 2018 budget. So Johnson says, hey, you had $400,000 left in your 2017 when you sued the Board of Commissioners. So we're going to have Bill explain that. And then also this lawsuit, this lawsuit that we're talking about, the judge ruled against the sheriff, okay? And he ruled against the sheriff, and that is Judge Bishop rejects sheriff's claim that Dawson County commissioners abused their discretion. Okay, so he lost in court. Now, one thing that I'm going to be asking Bill at 9 o'clock is, okay, what did this lawsuit cost the citizens of Dawson County? And then Johnson used a very dangerous, the sheriff used a very dangerous standoff this weekend to politicize it. I tell you what, I mean, you know, I'm okay with, you don't have to follow lockstep with everybody's lead, but it sounds like this sheriff and the commissioners and a couple of the people there in Dawson, he has a conflict with. I sure hope my taillight's not out as I go through Dawson County. Anyhow, did I say that out loud? That being said, Bill's going to be with us at 9, so tune in at 9. Now, President Donald Trump, you know, he gets to sitting there and he thinks to himself, hey, you know what? I got nothing else to do. We fired McCabe, and let's just tweet. Let's send out 20 tweets this weekend and see if I can control all of the Sunday morning shows. Let's see how bad it drives them crazy on a Monday morning. Let's see what happens. So let's go to the Trump tweet deck. Let me pull them up here. Let's pull up. Heck, I don't care how you open them. This is the first time I ever had my computer ask me how I want to open my pictures. This computer's getting a little old. Let's go to Trump tweet 1. Trump tweet 1. Andrew McCabe fired. A great day for hardworking men and women of the FBI. Okay? Now, they will continue to tell you the president keeps pushing down the men and women of the FBI. Not true. A great day for the men and women of the FBI. A great day for democracy. Sanctimonious. Now, come on, don't you love it? Sanctimonious James Comey was his boss and made McCabe look like a choir boy. I'm sorry, you know, I always have to take a break about this time and say, you know, I have waited my entire life for a president called one of these bureaucrats, one of these lifers, somebody in the deep state, sanctimonious. I've waited my whole life. And then a choir boy. Loved everything about it. McCabe looked like a choir boy. He knew all about the lies and corruption going on at the highest level of the FBI. There is no, tone down the rhetoric. Let's soften the words. Corruption going on at the highest level. Now, before we go any further, you do, and I know you understand this, okay? Every single thing. Now, I understand they are trying to bring the President of the United States down now, okay? They've gone to the next level. But every single thing that they have done, Brennan, Clapper, Obama, Susan Rice, Uma Abedin, the Wiener, okay, Andrew McCabe, Comey, Peter Strzok, Bruce Orr, his wife, Lisa Page, FBI, every single one, okay? Glenn Simpson, Fusion GPS, Steele with the dossier, Fusion GPS, every single thing, no matter what it is, was to make sure that Hillary Clinton did not get indicted. At no time. Did not, would not, and could not be indicted. Okay, let's go to Trump tweet number 2. As the House Intelligence Committee has concluded, there was no collusion between Russia and the Trump campaign. Now, we have to make sure it's understood, and we tell the American people, we don't have time to break down every single thing, that was past tense, because he's left the ground, Mueller's directive. Was there any tampering, any collusion with the Trump campaign in Russia? Did Russia, what interference, what role did they play in the 2016 election? As many are now finding out, however, there was tremendous leaking, lying, and corruption at the highest levels of the FBI. Justice and state. Drain the swamp. I beg you every day to get on board with your President of the United States. You loved yelling, drain the swamp during the election. He has to have your help. This man is taking on the total deep state. He needs your help. If your ears are within my voice this morning, this man needs your help. Forget Republican, forget Democrat, forget Libertarian, Independent, whatever you are this morning. He needs your help. You have the most corrupt, highest levels. You have the FBI, highest levels, not all agents. The Justice Department, Eric Holder. Why do you think Brennan? Why do you think Holder? Why do you think these people are going crazy? Why do you think McCabe's going crazy? Comey's going, why do you think they're exploding? Now, they have the nerve, okay? They have the nerve. Now, Trey Gowdy, which I like Trey. Trey has the nerve to go on TV and tell Donald Trump's lawyer, hey, start acting like your client is innocent, all right? But nobody ever says that Comey's outburst, okay, Brennan's outburst, at their outburst, they maybe should act like they're innocent. All right, the campaign, FBI, Justice, and the State Department. Hillary Clinton, Uma Abedin, the State Department, Department of Justice, Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder, FBI, Comey, McCabe, Brennan, Clapper, Susan Rice. It is dirty. And he called it out. Let's go to Trump tweet number 3. The fake news, this is President Donald Trump, the fake news is beside themselves that McCabe was caught. Caught! Don't you find it interesting that an FBI agent gets caught when it's actually his job to catch the bad guy or girl or old lady that falls down the step has broken wrist? Whichever it may be. It's their job to catch, not get caught in their own web of lies. The fake news is beside themselves that McCabe was caught, called out, and fired. How many hundreds of thousands of dollars was given to the wife campaigning by crooked H-friend Hillary Clinton, Terry McAuliffe, who was also under investigation? How many lies, how many leaks? Comey knew it all and much more. Bottom line, I mean, they keep saying it's not true. They say the president is laying the groundwork for when Mueller talks to him, so he could say, he could lay the groundwork trying to taint the investigation. Terry McAuliffe, I know you're tired of it on this show. Former governor, worked for Bill Clinton, worked for Hillary Clinton, okay? Co-signed. Now listen to this, Amanda. If somebody co-signs for your home loan, that's big. I mean, that's the kind of thing that you cringe and quiver to go to your mom or dad for your first loan and say, could you co-sign? Or could you do this? Or could you help? Terry McAuliffe loved the Clintons, so intertwined with the corruption, he co-signed for their home. Oh, by the way, Terry, also, could you do me a favor? Can you let's set up the fundraiser. I'll come down. Let's get about $600,000 to $700,000 in campaign cash in Virginia. Put up McCabe and Jill for a minute and then go back to this. Let's get up about $600,000, $700,000. A Senate seat, folks. A state Senate seat. Okay? That is Jill McCabe, the wife of a deputy director of the FBI, Andrew McCabe, who ran for Virginia State Senate. Okay? So let's see if we can get about $600,000 to $700,000, push into Jill's campaign, which, you know, Andy's got to love us. I mean, how can you indict me or not manipulate things with Strzok? And, you know, really? Come on, folks. I tell you what, you find me somebody that doesn't send somebody 700 grand and think that somebody doesn't owe somebody something. Boy, I wish I wrote that down. That was pretty good. Anyhow, let's go back to the Trump number 3. How many leaks? Comey knew it all and much more. He called it out, Terry McAuliffe. He's calling out crooked Hillary's friend, McCabe's campaign. This guy's not stupid. Let's go to Trump number 4. What's behind window number 4? The Mueller probe. Mueller? I did that for you, Rick, okay. Is that number 4 on the screen? Is it? All right, I can't see across the room, and I never know with you. You could be putting up a daggone tweet from Rosie O'Donnell for all I know. The Mueller probe should never have been started in that there was no collusion and there was no crime. It should never happen. It was never happened. They kept yelling and yelling, oh, we got an Adam Schiff. And all of these people kept coming out, we must have to save the democracy. The world is ending. We will no longer know our country as we once did. What? Swampy? A little on the swampy side? All right. But you remember, don't give the Republicans a pass. Because the Mueller probe should have never been started. But guess what? Sessions recused himself. Okay, so all right. Then Rod Rosenstein had to do it. Stein or Steen, what the hell's it matter when you're ordering soup at the deli? I don't want to hear it. So Rod had to put the special counsel. When did it come? Who called for it? Why, Lord, as soon as Trump fired Comey, which we all know today, okay, he legally had the right. Everybody knows he legally had the right. They are so deep, the FBI, State Department, Department of Justice are so deep into this, okay? When he fired Comey, now it's obstruction. Did he obstruct? But we know that. So when Comey was fired, oh my God, all of the cameras, I wish you could go to the Capitol one day and all around, I guess it's called the Rotunda or whatever, the balcony, there's cameras all over. And they're set up outside of these committee doorways. And these Adam Schiff and these people run out. Steny Hoyer, Schumer, Pelosi. These people run out and say, it's like flagging a damn cab. Hey, can you come talk to us? Sure. Hey, we're next. We're next. And they just, Lindsey Graham and all of them just bump from camera to damn camera. And he fired Comey. And NBC, CNN, ABC, Chuck Todd, that sleepy ass, whatever his name was, Trump called. Yeah, Chuck, all of them. Oh, we have to have special counsel now. Why? Sure, we must. There must be. It came from the Republicans. Yes, we feel a special counsel would probably get to the bottom of this, okay? It was based on fraudulent, activities and fake dossier paid by crooked Hillary and the DNC. Damn it, it's just the truth. Why do they keep getting mad at this man and calling it a tweet storm and all of this? And it's the truth. What they don't like is Trump talks, and I've used it all too many times. He talks to John and Betty and Jill and Larry out in Kansas and Indiana, and he doesn't care in Northern Virginia. Northern Virginia, where all the CIA, go to those subdivisions. The lowest price house is $385,000 outside of D.C. Go out there in Virginia. Go out there about 60 miles and go in one of them subdivisions. And this one works for the CIA. This one works for the State Department. This one works for veterans. This one works for the Department of Education. Go out to them damn subdivisions. I've been out there. Go out there and see. Fake dossier paid by crooked Hillary and the DNC. It's the truth. And improperly used in FISA court for surveillance of my campaign. It's a witch hunt. It's a witch hunt. Which we now are going to trade. When you instead of say a witch hunt, we're going to say, we go out there. Amanda, I'm going to coin this. I'm probably behind, but, I'm just going to start saying it's a Trump hunt. That's the new witch hunt. I'm sorry, no funny. What the hell's wrong with you today? What the hell's wrong with you? Okay, let's go to tweet number 5 of Trump's weekend Twitter account. Donald J. Trump tweeted out, "Wow, watch Comey lie under oath to Senator Grassley when asked, 'Have you ever been an anonymous source?'" I mean, Trump took the weekend and said, hey, what the hell? I'm going to tell the truth. Consider the source. It's called the truth. Anonymous source or known someone else to be an anonymous source. So now McCabe and Comey, there's perjury. What is the penalty to lying before Congress, lying under oath, lying, period, with these two? Use my nice words, BKP. Use your nice words. He said strongly, never, no. No, I never. No, that's not happened. Never. No. He lied as shown clearly on Fox and Friends because Fox and Friends ran the video of Grassley asking, no, never, knowing the whole time he's lying. Let's go to tweet number 5. Six, right? Yes, 6. All right. Spent very little time with Andrew McCabe, but he never took notes when he was with me. What's with these FBI agents? I don't want to call them agents. That was wrong. My sincere apology to all FBI field agents out there today, okay? I already got the Dawson County Sheriff upset with me. I don't need FBI field agents. So what's up with the top echelon? What's up with the top big guys? What's up with them rushing out to the dashboard and getting their little, notepad out and scratching down these extra notes? What's up with that? And are they going to be part of why McCabe's turned over his notes to Mueller? This could be evidence. Evidence of what? Evidence of what? I mean, who was there? The Big Ben clock? Remember Comey's notes? I was with the president, and I kept looking over at the big clock thinking, is the big clock? Who is these notes? Spent a little time with Andrew McCabe, but never took notes when he was with me. I don't believe he made memos except to help his own agenda, probably at a later date. Same with lying James Comey. Can we call them fake memos? I don't understand. It is your tax money. This is your information. Folks, why you're not... I know what you're doing. Oh, did you see that video of Brennan? Did you see that video of Rand Paul ripping this person apart? Did you see this article? Did you see that article? Folks, let's keep it simple. Okay? Let's keep it simple. The documents, while you are an agent of any level, belong to you, the American people. And why are these people? Remember, Comey went and gave his notes to the New York Times, right? And had sources out there that he put stuff out to and leaked. And now, did Mueller subpoena, I don't know if he has to, or write McCabe a letter? Like, it's interesting that McCabe gets fired on Friday night, and he's already turned the memos over to Mueller. Really? Probably at the later date, same as lying James Comey, can we call those fake memos? And let's go to tweet number 7. The man was busy this weekend. Why does the Mueller team have 13 hardened Democrats, some big crooked Hillary supporters, and 0 Republicans? Another Dem recently added. Does anyone think this is fair, and yet there is no collusion? Folks, Mueller, if you look at me, I'm so tired, as much as I like Trey Gowdy, as much as I like some of these people, but when Marco Rubio, the senator of Florida, goes on TV and when they all would have handled it differently. The reason that is clear, when Trey Gowdy, and I like Trey, but when Trey Gowdy, when Lindsey Graham, when Marco Rubio, when you start running a whole list of these bureaucrats, these lifelong politicians, it is their political career. You have to understand, an FBI career, fine. I can see somebody going to the FBI and stay until they retire and making a career out of it. But see, these politicians, they all think they're civil servants. Okay? And that civil servants have rights that are unknown to you and I. That they can be reassigned, readjusted, and redeployed. They can have these civil servant assets moved around. But fired? Oh, hell no. You don't fire them. Well, that's their pension. Really? First of all, we know McCabe is really not losing a lot here. And we know he's already got all the book deals. And he's probably going to be on the View this afternoon. He's probably signed up to be on the View this afternoon. Him and Jill both. It's a family affair. Okay? When Marco Rubio says, and this is what clears up, because we're going to go to break and we're going to come back. We're not done with this, okay? But when Marco Rubio, Senator Marco Rubio, and a long list says, this should have been handled differently. See, they are establishment thinking. They are not truth, determined to find the truth for you and I, or do what needs to be done when the truth is exposed or the lies are exposed. They're not prepared to do that, okay? Brennan, put up Brennan's picture real quick before we go to break. Former CIA director, Brennan. Nothing but a liar. A no-good liar, deep state, all right? Complicit in every way whatsoever in covering up anything they can to try to take down Donald Trump and his role in making sure Hillary was not indicted. Peter Strzok and Page. Put up Strzok and Page. Okay? Peter Strzok, a high-level FBI agent, very high-level FBI agent, actually was in the room in the Hillary Clinton interview, the Michael Flynn interview. This guy is as corrupt as they come. These two, Lisa Page, an FBI attorney, sitting in the desk, probably with their feet up, sitting in the office, probably with their feet up on the coffee table, talking to Andy McCabe, saying, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? As deep in this corruption as they can. But yet you have politicians today that said, I would have handled this differently. I understand the president's upset. I understand, but it was just hours. McCabe would have been gone. It's just your tax money. I understand. And what they don't understand is they're career politicians. And the ones, let me just say this, because, I'd like to say one thing controversial a day. Just one. Any politician that comes to the podium that says, I understand the president wanted McCabe gone, I understand McCabe's wrong, and all of these understanding that they have, but I would have handled it differently, they need to go. They need to be voted out of office. Speaking of that, President Trump will, my prediction, have primary challengers, plural. And that's kindly unusual for a party unless a party's in disarray. And that's the Republican Party. Jeff Flake gets standing ovation up there in New Hampshire as he goes to say hello. And then the president's going up there to talk about the opioid crisis. Do you believe that some of these drug dealers and these people should get the death penalty? I don't know. The president thinks so. As soon as we return, we're going to have Bill Johnson because we're going to consider the source. Jeff Johnson, the sheriff of Dawson County, put his picture up, has attacked our organization. And he's very upset. Jeff Johnson, sheriff of Dawson County, is very upset with FetchYourNews.com and our reporting. And said, consider the source. So we're going to go to the source, Bill Johnson, and you listen for yourself and read the articles. Maybe the sheriff just got sour grapes. We'll be back after these messages. Take us to break.